The L situation still pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, it does. And the more I keep seeing her and the more kind of things that she's been able to do, kind of low-key makes me feel some type of offness about it. Like, yes, it was 2 years ago, and yes, maybe I'm the one that should let it go, but it just feels weird, right? That you get no punishment whatsoever, that you just rebrand and everybody think it's fine. Like, y'all went after Tyga. Y'all absolutely try to go after Tyga and destroy his career. However, when it comes to L, nothing of the sort. And when it comes to things, in case you don't know, she was basically one of the people that was bullying Kyuotto, and essentially was one of the people that made her go private on her account because they didn't like her lolly model, and some other people was involved as well. But the more successful and known person of it was L, and essentially she just basically kind of getting what she wants, even though I wouldn't say personally she deserves it. And when it comes to things, you're thinking, well, she just did a little bit of bullying, it's not that bad. Yes, it is, because she went out her way to report her on like a child abuse reporting thing on Twitter, yet that's supposed to be used for real, actual, not even kidding, real children in our world, not, in the fictional online universe where nothing matters. And, they just got away with it. And essentially, when they did get canceled, they just rebranded and think, oh, nothing's wrong now. Totally don't know who that person is. And it's so weird, because the literal name of that person still exists, Kraken, and then they're still having their whole mess about it just being archived. Like, literally, you could still find the entire Kyuotto situation archived on the internet. And I'm not saying that every VTuber need to be canceled or anything like that when it comes to maybe some past things or a mistake or something like that, but this was deliberately something she did. I liked her in the beginning before I knew all this. I did. I think she has one of the more beautiful and pretty models of all the VTubers in the scene. One of the most pretty ones. I do not give that out for just anybody though, but she does. But when it comes to things, when I learned about the past and when it was brought to my attention, not only the Kyuotto thing, but the whole Poppy situation with her manipulating one of Poppy's friends to go against her, that also really rubbed me in the wrong way. And it just like, how does she get what she wants, yet did all this stuff? And it makes absolutely no sense. And then the real kicker of it is, she knows people like Project Melody now. She can just chill with them, and nothing really crazy about it. And it's so weird, yet people like Kyuotto, myself, or Alice, or anybody else literally has to bust their ass to literally get to one place or another. But she just gets it like that because she rebranded, because she's openly lewd. Bitch, I'm openly lewd. Like, what the hell is that? So it's just so weird, honestly. It is. And again, if this was any other situation, I would not really hold that much grudge about it. Remember the Sarway incident? I didn't really like what Sarway did, but I don't really have that hate for Sarway. I don't. And it's just like, whatever, let's just give her a second chance and see what happens. But with Elle, it just feels weird. It just feels weird. Again, you get to have all this nice stuff, and you get to have all this praise and all this great stuff happen for you easily, and then all of a sudden all the past stuff don't matter. Like, all the stuff that you did on purpose doesn't necessarily matter anymore, or at least you ain't getting called out about it because you rebranded thinking you're someone else when that's not the case. It's just so weird. And even more so when it comes to that situation, with the video I made, it only got to 500 and something views. I don't know what it's now at because I haven't checked it in a while, but it's like, that's really all the people that care. That's really all the people that understood the situation of what was happening. This makes no sense. It doesn't. It's frustrating, to be perfectly honest, because again, you can't just do all this stuff, don't get any consequences, and then just get rewarded like it's nothing. It doesn't make any type of proper sense. It doesn't. And then someone like me is gonna get hated on for literally telling the truth or telling it like it is, and then, probably get my ass canceled for no reason because I'm hating on someone else that clearly doesn't deserve to be where they are at. if they're going to do this VTubing thing, they should have just started from the jump and then just avoided drama all the same. It's not that hard to be a good person. I don't care what anybody says. You can literally do it. It's not that bad. It's not that hard. You can absolutely do it. But people think it's the worst and most hardest thing in the world when it's absolutely not. Like, deadass, what next? You mean to tell me that L finna get into V-shoujo too? Then completely untouchable? And then people still don't see the truth of what she did and is currently still doing? Manipulating people? Still just using them for whatever? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. There's probably even more things that she probably has done since then, but we just don't necessarily know about it, or no one has come forward with it yet. And it's just so weird. It really is. Again, I didn't think she was the type of person that would do that. But when you look at the evidence, and you look at the archive, and you literally type up her name under the other username that she once had from that old account, and you see that people are complaining about something and just feel like there's a lot of hatred towards something, it doesn't add up to why they have what they have. It just doesn't. It really doesn't. In fact, it just like, it kind of pisses you off in a way, or at least it does me. Again, maybe I should be the one to let it go. Maybe it's not that serious as I'm trying to make it out to be, but it's kind of anger inducing, just a little bit, because it's just like, so you mean to tell me that she's the one to be able to have all this money and become someone that's super popular and do all this same trashy stuff, but still, you know, she's still able to make everybody pretty much drink her piss in success? Feels like there's some unfinished business that needs to be handled, and that's what I feel when it comes to this situation. They don't deserve to be at the numbers where they at. They should at least the general public should understand why I feel this way, or at least understand the full story of why she shouldn't be here in this way. But ain't no drama channel pick me up. Not even when I added Rev says Desu, he didn't pick it up. So, you know, maybe evil is supposed to win in some shape and form. I don't know. Maybe I'm the person that needs to go rogue in some shape and form to kind of make things happen. But I don't want to necessarily do that. I just want to go out here and just, you know, say this stuff and then prove it and show you the evidence, which you can find in the original video. But so when it comes to things, if you are a fan of L, please at least look into the research of things before you know, jump ship and like this person, because they did do some bad things. Again, they tried to make false child abuse reports on another VTuber. What type of sense and what type of world would that make any type of sense, honestly? Again, it's just a really annoying. They shouldn't be able to be the person that meet Project Melody or be friends with that person in the slightest. They don't deserve it, considering that there's many other different VTubers on the indies that is fighting tooth and nail for what they want and what they are trying to go for, yet still struggling to get there, yet she doesn't get it, and it makes absolutely no sense to, again, for all the stuff she did, just be able to get what she wants, manipulating people and then just bullying people for no reason. So that's what I wanted to say for this one. So consider subscribing to the channel. Patreon is a thing, and Twitter. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.